Hey everybody, welcome back to another great episode of Whiskey Cinema.
Unless this is your first time, then welcome for the first time and not back.
And it's great still, either way.
Yeah, lucky you.
I'm Brandon Rich, sitting right next to me is Dano Holdsworth.
What's up, guys?
Today we're doing a special Netflix and chill episode.
Doing it right now for you guys. Netflix
Absolutely.
and chill.
We're drinking delicious, scrumptious, chili. We're drinking strawberries.
Strawberries. We're doing like on Netflix and chill. Like, we need an ice drink. We saw a couple like, margaritas is probably the best one that we want to do.
And
You know what's better than margaritas? Strawberries.
It's more manly than a strawberita on a nice wintry day.
Yeah. Hey, cheers, guys. Welcome to our Netflix episode.
Absolutely.
Let's jump right into this. We want to do a whole episode about Netflix because something that everybody does when they get home, they have a plan. You know what I mean? Everybody has a show they can't wait to watch. They're finishing up another season. And most of that is on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
They've produced a lot of great shows. So we're going to talk about some ones we really like, some ones that we didn't really like. But overall, if we had a show about entertainment, like shows and movies and stuff, we didn't talk about Netflix, we thought, like, you know, that's just, it's a mistake. And Whiskey Cinema doesn't make mistakes until halfway through the episode we've drank too much.
That's very believable. As I'm gonna drink tequila after having a shot. So let's do this. I love my job.
That was so funny. We were talking about that, like, mixing a lot of alcohol. People are like, don't do that. Don't do that at all. But you can mix 100 different foods at a buffet, and you're absolutely fine.
Yeah. We're professional. Try this at home too, though.
Yeah.
It's fun. Don't make a podcast, though. Don't make it better than ours, at least. Which is impossible. All right, let's jump into it. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite shows.
Hit me.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm talking about one of my favorite shows. And I mean on any platform. I don't care if it's Netflix, regular TV. I will choose this almost over anything.
Okay.
Stranger Things. Got the shirt.
Stranger Things.
Love
That's a great one. I think everyone's seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's blown up. I think my grandma watched Stranger Things.
Grandma's smart, that's why.
She is. And she's smarter than me, too, because she's seen it now. So she's watched it like 9 times. It's always new for her.
Oh, God, I envy her.
I'm just saying Alzheimer's is a blessing. Love Stranger Things. That made a career of all those kids. Some of those kids jumped into other major motion movies right afterwards. They did It.
Yeah, he was in It. I know Eleven's in Godzilla.
Yeah.
She's coming up in the new one, too. I don't know if she's in the first one. I never actually saw that.
No, I don't think she is.
But yeah, she's jumping into that. The sheriff is going to be the new Hellboy.
Which I'm excited about. I like
Me
that
too.
actor a lot. He's super down to earth. I remember him talking to some people on YouTube. He watched some guys play video games, and the guy was playing a video game, and he said, like, oh, that's cool. He named a guy. He's like, oh, he's watching my stream. That's cool. Hey, he's a fan. Awesome. And I go like, okay. And I looked up and was all, whoa! He's like, yeah, I play this game on my phone while I'm waiting at airports. So I have to go all the places for press services. So, yeah, watch your stream. Cool for you. He's like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, that's so fucking crazy.
It's
That
awesome.
like a 35-year-old guy that you watch on Netflix watches you play a game on your computer.
Well, let's get him to watch Whiskey Cinema. If you're listening.
Just tag him 100 times.
I will.
Look at me!
I'm ruthless. Yeah, I love that show. About a couple kids. One of them gets lost. The mom goes crazy looking for him. She's like saying shit like, oh my God, my son communicates to me through the lights in the house.
Yeah. Winona Ryder.
Yep, Winona Ryder. You guys know her from movies.
Yeah, come on. You remember all her great movies like Mr. Deeds? Yeah, really, I mean, like, it is set back in the day, too. They have landline phones
Was it
still.
the 70s, 80s?
No, come on. It's probably early 90s. Might be 80s, actually. Maybe.
It's definitely not 90s. Bro.
You don't think it's really 90s?
No.
Okay. Well, but she does what every mom would do, right? Her kid just goes missing. Hey, street lights are coming on, which if you're old like I am, that meant get your ass
Absolutely.
home before you catch a beating.
Yep.
So, waiting, never comes home. She starts losing her mind because she thinks he's still there. I know he's here. And every cop's like, listen, yeah, you and every other mom thinks this.
Yeah.
I see his face on the body of every child and his voice and the song of every bird. And you're like, yeah, you're just nuts. But it's true. And he's like in this different world, and it's so the upside down.
Yeah.
And that monster, how good's that monster?
The Demogorgon.
The Demogorgon.
I love it.
Dude, yeah,
I saw someone cosplay as that guy once. It was amazing.
so cool.
It's a cool monster. Looked kind of like one of those Venus flytraps.
Phoenix Flytraps, but they weren't as patient.
Really good. This first season is a really, really good, well done season. The story's really good.
Yes.
I had 11, a girl who's trapped by a scientist. They're running experiments on her.
Yeah, they're doing like psyops, trying to get her to get like special abilities and stuff.
Yeah, she's got like was it telekinesis? She picks stuff up in mind, all that.
She's got a couple stuff. She's got a couple things. It's she does the classic like I can move things with my head, so I get nosebleeds maneuver. And she's also super weird because she hasn't been around kids, so that's a fun element.
She's addicted to Eggos.
Who isn't addicted to Eggos?
It's true. Eggo has just their sales of spikes and Stranger Things.
Dude, in my house they have.
Right? I know we bought Eggos so we could watch season 2. We're binge watching it, but we need Eggos.
That's why you said cosplay. I saw somebody dressed as 11, and I wasn't sure what she was. And then she had a box of Eggos. I was like, bam, there you go.
No one else
This is
has
just
Eggos.
the face of a girl with a shaved head and a dress. Eggos.
Eggos gives it away. I've seen people with the lights hanging over them.
Yeah.
The mom.
He's fine!
Nobody's ever Barb because no one really truly cared about Barb.
Well, my friend was Barb, but just vanished mysteriously. No one cared.
It's all about Bob.
Bob.
If you have a B
God rest your soul, Bob.
in your name in that show, you're dead. But you will never have justice.
It's true. Well, Bob had a great death. Barbara just was like, they're like, oh my god, hope my son's okay. He's been here for 9 weeks. Barbara's been gone for like a day and a half. There's like slugs running out of her mouth. Her eyes are dead open. He's like, he just pushes her over. Like,
Yeah.
where's my son though?
You see her for 30 seconds in the show. Everyone's like, justice for Barb. Why though? What did she bring? She was just a giant cock block almost.
She was the cock block.
She said, nah, don't have a good time. Let's go study science.
I know. Who needs that? Why don't you? I hope you get kidnapped by a Demogorgon and put it upside down. I'm trying to get my swerve on, Barb.
Yeah.
Why don't you go sit on the plank of the water and ignore noises you shouldn't?
I'm more of a justice for Bob guy. He died honorably.
Bob was a neat one too, actually. Played by Samwise
Yes.
and Rudy, and that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
I thought he was a spy for a little bit for the company. I didn't know where he was, and he was kind of giving bad advice to the kid. But it's not bad advice. But in that circumstance, it was. He's like, "Listen, don't run from your fears. You have to confront them." That's
he also doesn't know his fears.
Right. That's not a bad advice. But if he said, "Don't run from bears, confront bears,"
Yeah.
bad advice. He didn't know that his fears were like,
He's like, oh, I thought maybe you just had bad dreams.
yeah,
Be a man.
stand up for what's right, dude. No, run.
Yeah, no.
If
he
there's a
needed
school
run.
shooter, you should yell at him. Nope.
Yeah, he gets
No.
lost again.
Get out of there. Stranger Things is a great show. Awesome. Season 2 was actually, I mean, I was scared it wouldn't be good. I thought it was really
I
good.
was really nervous. And once again, I'm nervous for the 3rd season that's coming out
Yeah.
this year.
They brought us new characters too in the 2nd season, which was good and kept it interesting. I don't like it when they make threads to storylines you don't care about. Like this one, they had the new bully. Like the last bully, like his hair was a foot taller than he was.
Who ended up becoming a hero in season 2.
And then season 2, they brought in a real bully that was like a yoked jock who's like a psychopath. I'm like, that's a bully. Don't show me a 5'7" bully.
A pretty boy, you're like, no. What, because he drives a car? No.
Yeah, dude, like,
Who cares?
who's this guy? He's 6'3", yoked, and he has problems mentally. I'm like, I've met this guy a lot in my life. I've always lost.
I think you pretty much loosed everybody, though.
Come on, man. Not to Steve. He has great hair. Very jealous.
Steve's a badass in the 2nd season.
He redeems himself very well.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters in the 2nd season. Him and,
I like D'Artagnan,
kid
personally.
with- yeah, D'Artagnan.
Mushmouth?
Yeah. I don't
Look
know
at
his
these
name.
pearl. So funny.
He's a cute little kid right there. I can say that.
He's taken. He's actually coming to Salt Lake City in like a month for the other thing. They have like 2 little FanX Comic-Con things they do here. Let's hit up some other things though. We got a lot of stuff on Netflix. We can do a whole Stranger Things episode really, but
One day.
what are some other ones you want to hit up, man?
So let's just jump right into Ozarks.
Oh, Ozarks. Ozarks might be my favorite sleeper on Netflix.
It is. It was really good. Recommended by a friend of ours who compared it to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Which, if you're comparing anything to Breaking Bad, I'm going to go in with high hopes.
Yeah. They're like, this is a lot like sex. You're like, go on.
Yeah, Breaking Bad
Well,
is
like
the
Philly
most
cheesesteak.
watched show on Netflix. It's not a Netflix original, but everybody watches that one.
So goddamn good.
And I'll say Ozarks didn't let me down.
No, and it's a show done by Jason Bateman, who was in Arrested Development. and a bunch of other stuff. He's a great writer, and he directs this as well. Surrounded by a very good cast. The woman that plays his wife is good in the part she plays, which I hate. I really don't like her character.
I don't like her either. Just a lot like Breaking
hate her
Bad. I
character.
don't like the wife in that
No,
one.
she's just an in the way person.
Just like the wife in Breaking Bad.
Like, risks too much all the time. You know, like, so if you're in
Yeah.
a relationship, she's like, well, you didn't call me, so I didn't call you. That's fine. But in this circumstance, literally our children's lives could have been lost. Well, you didn't think it was prudent to... Motherfucker, are you kidding me?
Like, she cheats on him in the first episode. Spoiler alert, don't care. Season 2 now, so. And then tries to, like, steal all the money that he has gotten
Oh, God, that was crazy.
and just run off with her lover.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's in deep with the cartel. Like, deep.
And they want their money that she is taking,
Mm-hmm.
and they find out. They go, hey, buddy, your wife's trying to run away with her
Good.
lover and take all your money.
Why are they leaving all of a sudden? He's like, oh, fuck. Like, you know the cartel, they like to leave, like, unanswered questions. They don't mind. They don't mind if you like, oh, I don't know, this guy might talk or might not talk. Let's just try the honor system. Or,
I love what they did. They threw her lover out a window.
yeah, hey, that's what you get, cheater.
And then she tried to turn a pity party on her.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, they killed my lover.
Oh, he's like, what happened? You know what made me laugh? Him falling and smashing the ground. Jesus.
Maybe not the best thing to laugh at. But
Dude,
don't care.
Ozarks is very good. It is like a Breaking Bad. It's new into its series, too. It's only got 2 seasons that recently came out.
Second season, yeah, just recently came out.
Second season is very good. Definitely check that out if you guys haven't seen that. Really like it. Jason Bateman is, I think, like the showrunner for it. So if you like Jason
he's
Bateman,
really good. So
check it out.
charismatic.
All the characters in it too. That's what makes a good show. The daughter's their own person. The kid is. The buddy, the guy they move in with, like he's so
I like
fucking
him.
funny. He's like, I go naked and I
That's right.
swim every morning. And they're like, well, we have kids now. And he's like, tell them not to look. They have ears or something like that.
Yeah,
And
he's
he turns
just,
around.
they're talking, you just see a guy
Yeah.
butt-ass naked walking to the pool, and he doesn't stop at all. Close, buddy! No!
No. Yeah, Ozarks is good. Definitely check that one. That's my favorite sleeper, probably. That's the one.
Yeah.
If I had to recommend something on Netflix, I won't recommend Stranger Things.
Because everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna, I'm not gonna recommend ice cream for dessert because everybody's tried it. But I would recommend a little creme brulee. Maybe you haven't tried a little creme brulee. To me, that's definitely Ozarks.
That's creme brulee right there. That's
Yeah.
a creme
La
brulee
creme
show.
brulee. Creme.
That's how fancy we are. Strawberries and we talk creme brulee.
We have to do a manly episode soon. Gotta do action movies and something.
All right, I guess we're gonna turn it around. Want some Marvel TV shows?
Okay.
There we go. Turn it around. So anyway, that death was. I'm just kidding. I cried a
Let's
little.
do some manly shows. Fuller House.
We have Marvel shows. They got Iron Fist, which they canceled.
Good, thanks.
Yeah, I
Lord.
didn't care either. I watched like 2 episodes.
Ready? I'll give you a rundown. Iron Fist. He has anger problems, so he goes up in a mountain and studies how to be calm his whole life. Gets back to town, can't control his rage. Makes sense.
Plus, he's really rich
Cool.
and he mopes. Yeah, you got. So people were so excited for that one when it came out. Everybody shit on
It
it,
was terrible.
rightfully so.
It's the same thing as everything else, man. I've always thought that if you can tell a good story and you have good characters in it, I don't care if it has to do about Dungeons and Dragons or a space pirate or just 2 guys hang out talking a podcast. If you have 2 people that have interesting ideas and things
Oh.
you can relate to,
Thought you were
It'll be a
talking
good
about
show.
us there for a second.
No,
You said interesting.
I saw some guys down the road making a really good podcast.
They're probably way good. Yes, they canceled. No one cared. I was surprised when they canceled Luke Cage.
Yeah, Luke Cage is kind of like a more urban version. Luke Cage is a black superhero who lives in, you know what town it is?
I want to say Harlem.
I think it's Harlem, and he like defends all these different things. They have like all the staples of that city, and it wasn't a bad show. It got really good
It's good.
ratings.
It's good.
And they're
canceled it.
cleaning up. That's
I-
like if you're not good, if you're not
Well, it's
great.
probably because Disney is right there.
Oh yeah, Disney's buying out all their stuff on Marvel,
Um,
making their own streaming service.
next is, was Jessica Jones going to get canceled?
I'd be surprised. Jessica Jones usually does pretty good. But that being said, I haven't watched the 2nd season.
Me either. You know what second season I did watch?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Daredevil!
Justice. Daredevil's fantastic.
Yeah, that one's my favorite Marvel series they have on that. It's so good.
Mhm.
They have fight scenes in there. This is where I manly to show up. The first season, my favorite fight scene, he's in it, just like a old timey build, like it's just
Like a warehouse.
run down, yeah. And they're breaking down doors, but what happens is the camera doesn't just sit there and go back and forth on camera.
It's one
It's
take.
one
It's
shot,
one
yeah.
shot. So it's not like I punch Brandon. The next scene is from behind Brandon, him kicking me. It's one shot. The camera follows this guy do a fight scene. That's I don't know,
like,
2 minutes
Liam
long.
Neeson needs 60 cameras to jump one fence. Granted, he's old, but 60
I was
cameras.
saying, he's 98 years old.
Maybe they shouldn't have.
He put
Ask
soy
him.
sauce in his hair to play Taken.
Probably did. So they did that one. It's a really good. It's a really good action scene. I really like it, but it got outshined by the Punisher in the prison.
Oh God. So so let's say non-nerdy people don't know what it is. Daredevil is a kid who's younger. His father's a boxer. His father refuses to take a dive. A mob guy kills him. In the following struggle after that, some stuff gets spilled on this kid's face, blinds him. While he's blinded, his other senses go really high. He can smell really good, hear really good, all this different stuff. So he has all these different abilities, and he fights crime, essentially, with it.
Yeah, he's a lawyer in the day. He can tell when you're lying just by the beat of your heart.
Yeah, so I like courtroom dramas, and I like kung fu movies. If that's what you like, bam, Daredevil.
I don't like courtroom dramas. I do like kung fu movies. I love Daredevil still.
Daredevil's good. And in the second season, they bring in John Barenthal, an actor that I think is so goddamn good, and only on the uprise, to play the Punisher.
He was Shane in The Walking Dead. You've seen him in movies like
Yes.
Baby Driver. He was in there.
Oh man, so many.
Wolf on Wall Street. He's been in a few movies.
He's in Widows that's out right now.
So he does really good. He really was just kind of made for this part, I think.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't change his facial expression. And just like the Punisher, he just,
Red? You think you can just decide how things live or die? Yeah? No, I don't think that's how it works. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, he's got the same serious face the whole time. And it works. It's perfect for him.
I recently rewatched it to watch the third season that came out. And really good. I mean, he really shines. The third season's a good season, but the second one had John Barenthal before he blew up as the Punisher. It's kind of like catching, somebody before they got a spinoff. You caught Robin Williams on Happy Days before he got Mork and Mindy. You're like, who is this guy? Why haven't I seen more of him?
Yeah.
And he kills it. It's really good. You always
really
side with him, too. I remember watching this going like, you should just let him do what he wants.
Yeah, and you're like, Daredevil, slow your roll. Like, these are bad people.
Yeah.
They've raped and killed.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
Tell him what you did. You tell him what you did right now. I'll shoot you in the side of the head, I swear to God. I shot her. She shouldn't have woken up. We made too much noise. Daryl's like, oh, God. He's like, you want to see this piece of filth? And I was just like, no, I do not.
I don't think anybody did.
No.
But yeah, that prison scene, him just tearing up prisoners,
Badass.
right? Kingpin, who also casted perfectly.
Played by Vincent D'Onofrio, who is the guy in Full Metal Jacket and Criminal Intent. Very good actor. And the way he talks and the way he tells people things, it just draws your attention. Really good.
But he come out and said that he wants to play Lex Luthor in a movie.
He was playing Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor.
He's like playing bald bad guys?
I guess he'd do better than the last guy.
I actually saw him. He was at some press conference. They're like, "Oh, he did so good as the villain in Daredevil." I was like, "I wish you could be in Spider-Man as Kingpin." He's like, "Who says I can't?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, man! Trying to make that money. Get those roles,
Yeah.
dude."
Especially superhero roles. They're popping right now.
Hey.
But Kingpin orders the prisoners in that cell block to take out the Punisher.
So what he does is he goes, "This guy's information about your family. I can get you in there. You're gonna have to fight, kill the guys in there, get yourself out. All I can give you is this shiv." And the guy's like, "Yeah, that's fine." So he goes in there,
That's
kills like the 4 people, gets the information from the guy, and he comes back to the cell block. He's like, "Open up the door," and he's like, "Thank you for helping me. I'm sorry, this is the end of our business." And the king turns around and goes, "What the?" And then everybody realizes that he killed like the main guy on the cell block. Everybody comes out to fight him, and he has an awesome, badass prison scene where he's like Rorschach's fights like the 10, 11, 12 prisoners that come out and fight him in this small hallway.
Yeah. Hallway scenes in Daredevil. They're going to be classics.
They are. They're really good. So definitely check out Daredevil. The third season is good. I just recently finished it. I liked it. They did a villain I really like called Bullseye. They never reference it because it's kind of silly, but they do. The character is there, so it's really good. Definitely check out Daredevil if you're into that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And Punisher. I mean, we pretty much explained the Punisher.
Yeah. The best yell in the biz, too.
Yep.
John
Love it.
Bernthal.
Yeah, that excludes our manly time of the episode.
All right, talk to Glow Female Wrestling. Let's talk about some of the animated stuff on Netflix, because they've got a couple.
They do. They have, well, one that I'm watching right now, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, I recently started because you said it. So never have I seen a show that is more adult-oriented jokes than Big Mouth. Big Mouth is about kids in school. I think, what are the middle schoolers?
I think middle school, yeah. Kids hitting their puberty, pretty much.
And it's funny. I watch it with my girl, and we're watching it, and he has a monster named Maurice who talks to him, and says all of his inner thoughts, kind of like, you know what you should do? Go up to her, just pull out your dick. Start talking to her, just pull it out. Lay it on the line. Come on, you know she's into it. And he's just like, take it easy. I'm just going to go ask her name. Oh, yeah, start slow. Whatever you want to do. Like, that's his voice. And girls have the same monster. Voiced by Will Arnett is the guy monster, and the girl is Maya Rudolph.
Yeah.
Super funny, super adult show, but I actually really like it. It's pretty good.
It is. He makes the kid jerk off while the other, like his best friend is sleeping right next to him.
Yeah, he's like on the bed, and he's on the floor. He's like, no. He's like, what did I clean up? Lay it, you pig. Good night.
That's right. And then things get weird, and he's just like, oh my god, he saw me jerking off. I know he saw me jerking off.
But I'll watch it, which is so funny, like the mindset of men and women. Like my wife's like, oh, how do they write this stuff? And I was like, a lot of this shit happens to guys. And then there'll be something that happens to girls. I'm like, that's gross. And Chris is like, I've done that. And I was like, really? And she's just like, it's like, yeah, a lot of girls do. And I was like, thank you, Big Mouth. Connecting worlds.
Yeah.
With our grossness, really.
Yeah, like the third episode, they're already discussing a girl's first period.
Yeah, they don't wait around.
No,
They're like, they might cancel by the second season, so they're going to get the shit out.
They got the second season already.
Big Mouth is really good.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll, John Mulaney are in it.
Good comedians right there. I like those comedians.
BoJack Horseman is another one that Will Arnett does.
Yeah. Will Arnett, Jesse from Breaking Bad, isn't it?
Pinkman, yeah. What's his name? Batch.
Yeah, I can't remember his real life name. No one can.
Based on a show where animals and humans live.
Yeah, all animals. A horse, just a washed up, famous horse. He used to be famous, had a successful TV show, and he's nothing now.
I don't know if this is true. It seems a lot like it's based off of Bob Saget. He started off as a comedian, got on a show like Full House, where he was like the dad of two girls, and then he's kind of a washed up actor that's trying to get back into the business, and his agent doesn't really give a shit about him and all this different stuff. But it's another show that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I prefer Big Mouth, personally. BoJack is a good show.
Yeah, BoJack, it's got some good jokes in it. There's I think Doug Benson does the voice of the dog buddy in it. That's actually like a successful guy. And he's like, oh, I'm so happy that you're successful. And he's like, it really wasn't that hard. Yeah, I'm done talking to you. Like, he's just a jerk, but it's a good show.
It's good. Another one I like, F is for Family.
I love F
with Bill Burr.
Yeah,
another comedian I really enjoy. Like his stand up. He's got a couple Netflix.
Huge fan of Bill Burr, and I'm glad he got this show going.
Yeah, me too.
Like
we're gonna keep going there.
No. Well, I like F is for Family. It's based off of his life and some of the writers' lives and growing up in the 80s and stuff, back when they just sent you outside to do shit, and everyone's allowed to be a little more aggressive than they are now without everybody getting their feelings hurt. And that's a great show. I mean, I think a lot of people, some people still grow up that way. I mean, I didn't grow up that rough, but I think a lot of people did, where he has an episode where he gets mad at his dad and he goes outside and he just starts setting off fireworks and his dad told him not to. And he starts like a forest fire. And then he goes to his dad, he's like, Dad, I did it. I'll go confess. And he goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, Jesus. He's like, what the fuck? So he goes outside, he's like, my son has something to tell you. And the son's about to confess. He goes, I'm sorry. His dad looks around, everyone's looking at him. He goes, he's sorry that he had to see this and that we didn't have more stuff. They walk, he's like, we're not going to tell anyone about this. He's like, okay, Dad. He's like, okay, go to your room.
That sounds like the most dad thing to do right there. Just like, all right, he was going to do it. All right, no, you're good. I don't want to look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, I raised you, boy.
This will blow back on me. You were a bad parent. How'd you let him? Fuck. But that's a great show. He plays just a hardworking dad that has to come home to nonsense. Back when TVs weighed 300 pounds.
Yeah, I had one of those TVs as a kid. I hated it.
So funny. Yeah, really good F is for Family. If you like kind of... I would say almost like a Married with Children kind of vibe to it.
It's high praise right there.
I love Married with Children. That's kind of that feel to it where, okay, so here's a better scene. He's in a tree with kids throwing rocks at him. He's like, you piece of shit. And somebody runs by and goes, your brother. Finds his older brother. He goes, your brother's getting rocks thrown at him. He's trying to make out with this girl. She's like, get away from me. He's like, come on. Runs over. He beats the shit out of those kids. And his younger brother comes like, oh, thank you so much, Robbie. His older brother pulls him down, starts beating the shit out of him. So, don't you ever take me away from him. He's like, ah! I was like, yeah. Yep.
That's another brother thing right there.
Your brother's a trump card, but you're also always in fear of him.
Yeah, I had to ask my brother for help. I was scared afterwards.
No one beats the shit out of you but me. God damn it.
Comedians, man, they need to stick to doing animated shows. They do good. I mean, Big Mouth is comedians.
It's a lot of comedians.
And Bill Burr is comedians.
Well, plus, so if you have a writer's room with people that can actually perform the ideas they're talking about, it's probably works out pretty good.
So they're doing good. I like their animated shows on there.
Speaking of comedians, Netflix is the new stomping ground for stand-up.
It is. It's the new HBO.
Tom Segura, Burt Kreischer, Whitney Cummings, a lot of these people that are really exploding on there. Some people are coming out with ones that are coming out soon. Theo Vaughn, Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz. If you like stand-up, it's not an HBO thing anymore. Mm-mm. It's not a Starz. It's not a Showtime. It's Netflix.
It's Netflix. Everybody wants that Netflix special.
Dude, a friend of mine, Cody Woods, just got a Netflix special thing that he got signed on to that he's going to film in like 3 or 4 months. So I was like, fuck yeah, man. That's where you want to go.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I got a comedy special airing on YouTube Red. And you're like, I'll buy it on DVD or something. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody watching YouTube Red. There's so many goddamn...
I'll get it on 8-track.
I mean, it's
as relevant as that YouTube Red.
And then Hulu right below it.
Yeah.
And then, there's like 40 other services you can do.
Yeah.
So, nah, you guys just need to stop. Netflix is owning you guys. Hulu is just nipping at its tails, but never... It's like the little dog just trying to attack the big dog.
Yeah, everything's like kind of close to the second place.
Yeah.
They're trying like, I want the crumbs. Amazon, Hulu, HBO, and...
Yeah, they got a lot, but yeah, those stand-up... One of my favorite specials, Dave Chappelle's...
Oh, yeah, that was so good.
That's one of my favorite
jokes. I watched like 5 or 6 times, both of them. They were excellent.
I like the joke where he tells you the punchline. He says he's getting too bored doing stand-up.
He's too good.
He's too good because he's too good. He's like, I write punchlines down, put them in a little goldfish bowl, pick one out, and write a joke. And he's all, like, here's a punchline for you. I kicked her in the pussy. And then he does. He goes on, tells you a joke, and ends with that punchline. Whole crowd is laughing their ass off, along with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, I knew the punchline, and I still laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I'll tell you the punchline, it'll still make you laugh. I'm that good. Anyways, when I was younger, and he'll just tell a story.
Tells you a story about stovetop stuff.
Stovetop stuff, that's right. He's like, you can stay, but we're all out of stovetop stuff. We don't have enough for you. So get her out the pussy. That was so funny.
Really good. And then, yeah, Tom Segura, that's where I found him. That's where I found a lot of comedians that I listen to today on that. So it's a big,
definitely check it out
for that.
Awesome.
Great.
I love it. For stand-up. What about some movies? Do we have movies you want to talk about on there?
We talk about Glow. Not
Glow's
Glow.
A movie.
You're right. Glow, I don't know why that's on my mind. I haven't even watched 2 episodes of it. Only 1. Oh, I started it. I'm not going to lie.
That's okay. Mark Maron's great on it. Playing a dirtbag wrestler promoter.
That's right.
I'll just say Apostle. Oh, Bright. I want to talk about Bright a little bit. The Will Smith fantasy one that has Joel Edgerton. Joel Edgerton is the guy from Warrior and that really terrible movie that came out.
Comes at Night.
It Comes at Night. Maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
It's
and the trailer lied to me.
The trailer, man, looked like it was going to be great, thrilling action. Well, maybe not action.
We could have filmed the whole movie in this room.
It's true.
It's like based on this table.
Every now and then we'll venture outside. You'll see some trees, and then we'll go back and
with a mask on.
Yeah, and it's just like
the dog's barking at something. The dog didn't come back. Aren't you scared? Super bored.
They try to build the suspense and kill you at the end, and then the end just like fizzles. You just didn't. Well, this movie was pointless.
But Bright's one about it's Training Day built in the fantasy world where it's an urban fantasy where there's dwarves and elves and centaurs and were the things orcs. Orcs.
There's fairies
and it's like a Training Day. Will Smith's a cop and he gets assigned with an orc, and orcs are black people. They have like ghetto street or Mexicans, I guess. They have like tattoos and they're wearing like chains and hoods and fucking jerseys and so cool, like they're talking like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But it had a lot of potential. Wasn't that great?
I know, if you explain the storyline to me and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, where do I sign up? Will Smith in a fantasy movie?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I fell asleep. I never finished it.
Ah, that's a shame. Because you really missed out on something terrible.
Yeah, I believe it. I watched the first, 40, 50 minutes. I saw something terrible.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's because your eyes were open. That movie was not good. And they've already signed him for 3 sequels. Netflix ain't going back. Like, once they have, like, Will Smith, they're like, no. It's still going to make
did
money.
That with Adam Sandler. He's got a boatload of Netflix originals.
Can I once again say that Adam Sandler is a genius? They're like, yeah, your movies suck. He's like, I make friends with my movies and I make a living out of it. I don't care what the fuck you have to
Netflix
say.
just gave me $50 billion to make a couple of movies. Whose movies suck?
Yeah.
Well, still yours.
Why would I care? You're not wrong, but I don't care.
I just don't care. He's like, I'm going on free vacations. And then when I'm done with that, I'll have enough money to go on vacation.
He just like spins glove. He's like, babe, where do you want to go? Hawaii? We just went to Hawaii to film my last movie.
Go to Fiji. We'll film there.
Yeah, we'll go to Africa. Film a movie with Drew Barrymore. How's that sound? Cool.
For the 15th time.
Yeah, but Bright. Netflix is getting so big. They're starting to make movies with these huge actors. I just saw one. They had one with Apostle that had a couple big actors in it, but not as big as
Not
Will
huge.
Smith.
Like, it's got the guy who directed Raid, which we really love that movie.
Yeah,
and
really
it's
good.
the reason I watched it. And I mean, it's a weird movie. It's a violent movie. It's not one I'd recommend to everybody.
No, it's weird. Definitely don't check it out. It's got a Wicker Man feel to it. If you remember that old one, or if you remember the more newer one with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
that's
got really good reviews. If that matters,
but it's a weird one. That's a hard one to recommend.
Yeah, if you're into weird ass movies, go see it.
Apostle. I'm trying to think of another one.
Game Over Man.
Game Over Man with the comedy, the guys from Workaholics.
Which I like that show.
Fun,
It's a funny
stupid
show.
movie.
Shaggy gets held hostage, so of course we got to save a national treasure.
Of course.
Because that's what they. He's not from here, but they treat him like he's a national treasure.
He is a national treasure. He's like,
He
I
made
want to
one
sing the
song.
song that I wrote for the people, for the people that are struggling in the world. No, don't sing your new song. Sing the song everybody likes that you sing.
Right. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
That's the best part I can do with that song.
Call me red-handed.
That's right.
That's a great one. It's funny. It's better if you're not in the right state of mind when you're watching it. However you do that.
It's better if you drink with us than go watch
Yeah! Some of the ones that have blown up on Netflix that we have to talk about. Let's talk about 13 Reasons Why.
it. All right. I got this.
Okay.
Strap your fucking seatbelts on.
All right.
It was pretty good.
Thanks. All right, the next one we're going to talk about.
Now, the 13th season why it came with a lot of controversy because they're talking about suicide.
Yeah.
That's a big subject, especially right now when there is, sadly, a lot of suicide out there.
Or not enough, depending on how much you like people.
All right, Thanos.
Just saying.
So they brush on that, and you have the main character who sends her best friend 13 tapes. Like it's 1993. Can't put it on a Blu-ray disc. I don't know. You can't just download it to his fucking iPod.
He has to go find like an 8-track player or something.
Grandpa,
do you know of any people older than you?
yeah, so she does that, and she lays out in each tape a person and gives the detail why they helped in her suicide.
Yeah, 13 Reasons Why She Did It. And each tape talks about somebody in class. I like that show, too, because they let you know that she's not a perfect person. She's super dramatic. She's messed up a couple times in the show. And you don't always agree with her, but she's a high school girl. I mean...
Exactly. You can't agree with everybody all the time.
But at the end, you do, you're like, Jesus Christ. And she goes for help, and the person that she asks for help kind of turns her away.
Eventually, she gets shit on, and you realize, like, well, fuck. No wonder. Like, nobody's there for her.
And the ending, when it shows her suicide, is they do not pull back.
That's where the controversy also came from.
Ruthless. It
They
lets you know
gave
how
they gave you a disclaimer right at the beginning.
it's rough. They show you, like, this is what it looks like. This was her face when she realized what she did, which is something that I've heard about, too. Like, they did a documentary on the bridge in San Francisco that everybody jumps off of. Some people live because they put a net underneath there. And they talked about when they lived, like, what's the first thing you thought when you jumped? They said that I shouldn't have done this. The first thing they thought when they jumped. You're like, God damn it, that's crazy.
Sucks. Just find help, I guess.
Find help, guys. I say that more people should be dead, but that's only because I like dogs more than people.
Everybody does. So they made a season 2.
Yeah,
And
season 2.
they pulled their pants down and shit all over the season 1.
Really?
I'm not. They ruined Hannah in that movie. I just remembered her name.
Nice.
They do. They ruined her, that show. They ruined Hannah in the second series. They're like, oh well, she was kind of sleeping around anyway, and all this. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Why
Jesus.
are we really? You made me feel bad for her. Now you're just trying to like, well, she asked for it.
I remember that. They're all like, she should move back to Montana.
Absolute whatever.
Hannah Montana.
I know what you meant. Sadly, I left. And then once again, I mean, it deals with bullying and all that.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Once again, controversial scene at the end.
Yeah, I see, and I don't mind. The first one is based off of a book, and I think Selena Gomez is the one that produced the first season of it.
I think she did the second one. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
I quoted you.
Okay,
And-
well, I know my facts.
And she was, the book really spoke to her. She got into it, and they're like, who wants to play Hannah? And she's like, I'm not right to play Hannah. In the books, she's not this way, she's this way. And very cool of somebody to step out of the way, by the way. If they're like, Danny, you need to play Batman, I was like, I was born for this role!
I'm like, yeah!
Do you need to work out? Or like, I should work out, huh? I'm like, we don't need you to. I agree!
Right? I'm not working out, though. I'm going to have a donut diet.
I was like, whatever makes me Batman.
I'm like, you need to kill my parents? I'm a method actor. You can call me Jared Leto.
Good show, though. Surprising.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first season, the second season not so much. Ends with a cliffhanger. I'll watch the third one.
It's a drama, too. If you can do that kind of stuff. I'm sure you guys have seen it, probably, if you've watched it.
At least the first season. Yeah.
We can talk about a little ski about Making a Murderer.
All right, I know you really like this show.
Really like it.
Right up your alley.
I like courtroom dramas. The whole show's about this really butt-fuck town in like Indiana or something. And the first season's good. Just watch the first season. The second season is really, you don't need to watch it.
Just like 13 Reasons Why.
A girl's found murdered. They have a witness to the murder. They go to arrest this guy who's pretty much a dipshit of the town. Like, he just fucks around. He's pulling out his dick in front of cops. He's like that kind of piece of shit. So the cops want this guy for the murder. So they go to the witness. They draw his picture, which you don't do. You have them describe to you what the person looks like. They drew him and go, maybe him? And then she went, yeah, maybe. I'll go get him. He was at a barbecue with 40 people as alibis. Dude, 40 people? And he's like, hey, where were you yesterday? He's like, I was at a bar with 40 people. Yeah? Fuck you, you're going to jail. Take him to jail. They falsify evidence, get him in jail, and he's in jail for a long time. They finally get him out after years and years and years. He gets out. When they find out that all the evidence is lied to, the family sues too because the real murderer's still out there murdering.
Yep. They wanted justice.
Well, fuck. Or not to be murdered.
They just got the cops vendetta because they hated the guy because he peed on his shoe once.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, from what it shows him there, and the documentary's on his side, everyone knows like a relative where you're like, dude, just shut the fuck up.
Everybody's uncle. Everybody's got that one uncle.
Everybody has a drunk uncle, kicks over the barbecue, like, dude, fuck, man. Just smashes cups.
Goes way too far with a niece.
He's doing touch football, and he just punches the guy,
Yeah, everybody's got that guy.
Anyway, so he gets out, sues the county after being falsely arrested. Then, a month later, a woman ends up dead, found on his property, murdered. And they arrest him for the murder. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. Are you shitting me?
Maybe he is just a serial killer.
And he just got away with it the first time? He's like, oh, I'm glad they framed me for this one murder I didn't do. And,
it works.
Crazy. Make Your Murderer, though. It was a huge thing. There's petitions going. Obama had to respond. There were so many people that wrote to Obama. And he goes, this is a state matter. I literally have no say on this. That's what he had to say because so many people wrote into him saying, pardon this guy. And he's like, he's smart. He doesn't we have a smart president back then. He would say, listen, I can neither let him go or keep him there. It's just not my call. And everyone's like, okay. And they went back to attacking the governor or whatever. But Making a Murderer, that's a great show, too. They'll probably keep that on there forever, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I don't think they really get rid of their own show.
Second season came out, too, so, they're going to keep it on there.
Definitely on there for a while. I'll watch it. There's just so goddamn many.
It's a lot. A lot of great shows on Netflix.
Another show that's very popular, House of Cards.
Mm-hmm.
with Rapey McGee.
Rapey, God, he's so good. Kevin Rapeist. Kevin,
Yeah. We'll just leave it with Kevin Spacey.
Diddler Spacey. House of Cards is a really good show with
I disagree.
Frank Underwood. No, yeah, well.
That's not my type of show. I tried it because it was so popular, and I was like, it's not me. I'll do it.
Well, it's a good show. Most
very
people
popular,
think
yeah.
so. Kevin Spacey's in it. God, I keep forgetting her name. The girl from Princess Bride.
Yes, I just don't remember.
Oh, Princess Buttercup. And
Oh, did you hear that guy recently just died?
who?
The guy who wrote that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sad.
Well, cheers to you, guy. We don't know your name.
I know. I can't.
I guess we're not really that heartbroken.
It's still sad. He brought me a classic.
That's right. Very good show. Playing a guy named Frank Underwood who talks to the camera, does one of those kinds of shows, like tells you what his inner monologue is. Pretty smart show. Then Kevin Spacey had an accusation come out during all the Me Too stuff of a male actor that said,
this was a male.
"You got a little touchy with me at a party when I was younger, like 15 years ago or something like that."
And he came up with the worst excuse.
Well, I thought it was pretty good.
Well, I'm gay. That's not us joking around.
No.
That was what he said.
That's a pretty good excuse.
No.
This is what he said. So, the guy who's now an actor on Star Trek television show said, when I was younger, I went to a party. Everybody left. I was still there. And Kevin Spacey started doing things to me that I didn't feel appropriate, and I left. And I never forgot about it. Kevin Spacey replies, "Well, I've lived most of my life as a straight man, and I've never thought that. I always thought that was me, but actually, I've been a gay person for a long time, and this is me officially coming out as gay." And
I just thought that would get everybody to sweep it. Oh, well, he's gay. Fine, sweep it under there.
What? Like everyone
gays can't get in trouble.
Well, also, it's not a big shocker if you and John Travolta and Robert De Niro, all these people come out as gay.
Robert De Niro, huh?
Go big.
You're talking about the guy from Casino,
Yeah.
and Taxi, and
Of course.
Raging Bull.
Hey.
All right,
Hey.
John Travolta was
Go
on
big.
board.
Go big.
I've seen Grease.
Came out as gay, and exactly what you said. The gays are like, yeah, we don't diddle children. I don't know if you think this is a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, just because we're gay doesn't mean we go around and rape everybody.
You know, that's mostly straight guys that actually do that.
Right? Straight white guys, which is what you were when you did that.
So, yeah, he came out and did that. So now they had to change the next season of it, and his wife's in charge. Because, dude, everyone didn't want to work with Kevin Spacey. Everyone's like, dude, fuck off.
No, he had a movie that they just finished. They stopped it. They moved the date back and recast Kevin Spacey's role.
It's crazy. And so here's the thing, too. So if you sexually assault somebody, you're a monster. Like, you're in
Absolutely.
deep shit. If you sexually assault a child,
You're even worse.
I don't know if there's something else worse that someone came to a Thanksgiving Day table and said they did. What could be worse? Hey, I murdered 5 people. Okay. Hey, I'm a pedophile. Hey, multi-murderer. Get this guy out of our table so we can eat our turkey.
Hey, do your job and we'll let the rest slide.
Yeah, why don't you be a 6-time murderer and start with this guy?
Why don't you be a 5-time murderer and a hero? Yeah, I know he had a movie too that came out right after that. It didn't make over $1,000. It made
Man,
100, 200 something. It was one of the lowest grossing movies of all time.
crazy.
Rightfully so. Don't give that guy money.
No, and then, dude, anyone that's seen American Beauty knows he's gay.
Yeah.
He's obviously gay.
Everybody's seen
He's
him.
so gay. He's so gay!
All right, no more about the gay.
Okay,
Kevin Spacey, you're not gay. Let's jump to another very popular.
hold on 1 second.
Oh,
The best joke we could have done, clearly. Kevin Gacy. Why didn't we do that?
well, that's because you're not
Damn
funny.
it. You know what? Alcohol. I'll work on it.
Yeah,
We'll
we just
retape
need
this whole
more of it.
episode for Kevin Gacy.
We're gonna add that one joke in.
That's right.
Worth it.
Professionals. Professionals.
Another very popular TV show. One of Netflix's like really big first TV shows. Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah. That was a big one.
was-
Female prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Based on a book. And the cast they got on it blew up. Did really good.
Yeah. I know none of them from anything else other than the one chick from That 70s Show.
Laura Prepon, she's on there. But all those people, like, even the crazy-eyed, like, black girl with the crazy, like, dreads in her
I think
hair.
she's called Crazy Eyes.
Is that her name?
I think so.
I'm funny. Like, like 4 of those people that play like straight thugs are like from Juilliard. Like they got really
Yeah.
good actresses to play those parts.
Yeah, it's a good cast, but once again, it didn't stick with me.
Well, plus it's repetitive. They have like 5 seasons out, and I understand
I
like,
think they're finishing the last season. I think they're done after the next season coming out.
well, you know, leave out with a little bit of interest in it. Supernatural.
Whoa.
Sorry.
He is right. That is a very popular one. My wife loves it. I love prison shows.
Yeah.
A couple I've seen. Wentworth, one of my favorites. But, I mean, or not House of Cards. That one didn't stick with me. This one didn't stick with me either. Watched the first 2 seasons. I didn't finish the second season, and I just kind of gave up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of deal, too. Like, you're like, oh, you want to watch another episode of this? If there's nothing on, which is, like, why we want to do Netflix, because we kind of, that's what you kind of do. You chill with somebody, you watch your show, and you're like, oh, okay. All right. You watch, like, 2 episodes of it. You're on your phone some of the time. Yeah. You don't really care. You go like, hey, how's your day? You don't pause nothing.
You get up to go do dishes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit. Something happened.
And then you'll hear your person in the room go like this. Oh, fuck! And you're like, pause it! You come back and there's a dude with like a pin in his neck. What the fuck happened? Rewind it 30 seconds. All right, I'll watch this. And then like 3 minutes later, like, that was crazy.
You're back on your phone. You're just like, oh, God, Susan's up to no good.
Like that status.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. It wasn't my favorite. But
yeah.
if you liked it, good on you. You
Orange
have
is
a
the
lot
Black.
of patience.
Yeah, I think I got into like the 3rd season. I liked it. It's good, but it's the same deal. You just don't really, doesn't get, I don't need to watch it. Like,
Yeah. There's a lot of shows, like, I haven't finished. There's a lot of shows that I can't stop watching. They're binge watch shows,
yeah.
which is what Netflix
Stranger
does.
Things? How
Stranger
did you
Things.
jump through Stranger Things?
I was a little late on the first season. Started watching after it blew up, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it. Day later, I was done. And then season 2, we started watching the day it came out. We were late for dinner the next day, or like a lunch. Because we're like, we have 1 episode left. We gotta watch it. Push play. Like 20 to 30 minutes late. Sorry. We have finished Stranger Things. And then we had like another 20-minute conversation about Stranger Things.
It's hard. When you got that on your brain, dude, when like your mind's running through like possibilities and ideas, you're like, what if?
You have to just, whatever you have planned that day, you're canceling. Yeah, you gotta do it. Another show I blew through, The OA.
Yeah, it's surprising. Which the ending for that one was a little bit of a letdown, kind of a cliffhanger. Are they making a season 2 for that?
I have not heard one thing about The OA.
Kind of leaves you on the edge, not knowing what is true, what is false, not wrapping stuff up, but maybe, and it could be.
Yeah, I definitely think there will be a second season. It was a really well done show, I think.
It was interesting, at least, despite no matter how you believe what happened, it you were in it, like you cared.
My wife really loved it. I enjoyed it. I was right there, like, yeah, let's just push play again. I'm not waiting for this 13 seconds of them showing me what I could watch.
Yeah,
I know what I'm watching right now, Netflix.
get out of the way!
It's sad that I'm that impatient. Like, 15 seconds, you want to watch? Shut up! I'm pushing play, and that way you don't remind me that I've been sitting on my ass for 5 hours.
You know, I like when I ask you, do you want a break? Fucking Netflix.
Judging me.
What are you, my fucking drug dealer saying take it easy for a while?
I don't know. If you have a drug dealer who says that, they're obviously a bad drug dealer.
Yeah, Netflix. Deal me my drugs. Is there another one? I want to talk about Mindhunter a little bit. I don't know if you jumped into that one as much.
I haven't.
Mindhunter is about the early days of the FBI before they thought it was interesting enough to interview serial killers, kind of like a Silence of the Lambs thing.
Great movie.
It's funny, though, because it's a true story where he's like, I want to go interview this killer they just caught. And the guy's like, you shouldn't be talking to it. You should just kill it. And that was like people that were like high in charge for the FBI. Like, they didn't think you could gain anything from talking to evil people.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I want to learn what they think. He's like, they're just evil. Like, that was their mindset. So
just
it's
like, leave them alone. Let them rot in prison where they belong.
Yeah, that's exactly what they thought. And really neat, interesting. It starts off, does like the Hillside Strangler, too, which is part of California I was from. I've like looked him up.
Famous.
But it's a good show. Really good. Definitely check that out. If you like more like crime dramas and that kind of stuff, definitely check it out.
This is why we did a Netflix episode, because there's so much content on it. That is just Netflix.
Dude, yeah.
originals.
And also, if we did read this in a year, we'd have all new stuff to talk
Absolutely.
about.
We can talk about old stuff. We can talk about stuff that just came out. We
Yeah.
haven't had time to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
That just
Hill-
recently came out.
House on Haunted Hill.
I finished that.
It's a great show, huh?
It was a really good show. Really well
That's
done.
a good horror show. If you like
It
horror
is.
TV or horror movies, definitely check that out. Scary. Fucking good.
Yeah, there's parts in there that I loved. It's well done.
Yeah.
Every episode, they follow a new member of a family that was tormented by this one house.
It's super haunted, and
Yeah.
there's random ghosts in the background. If I rewatched that, I would notice more ghosts. They don't talk about it. They don't show it. You're
No.
like, oh, dude, in the reflection of that mirror, dude, there's a giant guy with a mustache.
Yeah.
Just hanging out there like...
One point, the guy's like, yeah, so I walked upstairs. I got bumped into the guy working on the old clock. He's like, there was no guy working. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
There was no guy. No, yeah, with the handlebar mustache. What is this, the 40s?
Yeah.
No, there was no...
He thought, plus I wouldn't hire a guy to fix a clock.
Yeah, I can do that. I got it
He was-
tuned.
He's like,
before we
I
moved.
was fixing plumbing. I wouldn't care about clocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
So they add little nuances like that, and yeah, they hide ghosts in every scene that they don't even talk about, like Seinfeld hiding Superman in every show.
yeah.
Really well done. The ghosts they put in that movie, it's really scary, and then they had a lot of stuff that makes your heart race.
You mean like jump scares? Or?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that,
jump
just
scares.
thrills. My wife was shaking after the car scene, the
Oh,
ghost
yeah. There's a
pops
scene
his
where...
head up from the back of the car.
Yeah.
My wife was shaking after that.
Dude. Oh. So, no joke. I know exactly what scene you're talking about. I'm watching it in bed with my wife, and screams at the TV. She lurches up and yells, ah! Like that, which scares the shit out of me. Like, dude, that was scary enough. And then you're doing the same thing she did to me? Dude, I was like, stop!
Yeah, I guess that scared a boatload of people. I can see why.
Yeah.
Which one got me was Mr. Smiley.
Oh, yeah, that was
Little
creepy.
girl.
Oh, that was more sad.
Little
And
girl came in, said, I'm seeing a ghost. And like it fucks with this woman, like her therapist. She
Yeah.
starts seeing him, and then she goes and investigates the foster house. And she realizes what this little girl saw was in the basement, stains on the ceiling from the couch. Turns out the foster dad was Kevin Spacey in her.
yeah. It was just like the knots in the wood look like a
Yeah.
smiley face. And if you got laid down on this couch, and she's like a little psychic, and she realized this kid's being touched by the foster parents.
Yeah.
There's not a ghost, and then this girl's just being like traumatically abused, and she gets the guy arrested. And that was like, you know.
It was a real subject. It was really sad.
That's
too.
funny. It's like a show about ghosts. And like, you know, the really thing that like scared me, made me sad was like the kids are getting
I
abused.
don't believe in ghosts. It was a really good show.
They believe in you.
Well, good.
Subscribe, ghosts.
I make them all.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a really good show. I love.
definitely checked it out.
It was definitely one of my favorite like scary shows.
I was surprised too. Well done. Another one of those shows that like the characters are good, the story's good. I guessed a couple things towards the end, and I got really close, but I was still wrong. Really liked it. I was surprised.
But yeah, they have a lot of new content always coming out.
Yeah.
And they have new movies coming out, new TV shows coming out. And I'm excited for. One that I'm excited for is Witcher, based off
Oh
the video game.
yeah,
We got Henry Cavill in it, Superman.
Plus, I always like it when they flip a genre, like they did Lost in Space. I like a sci-fi. You don't see a lot of good sci-fi. You don't see a lot of good fantasy, or any really. Maybe Disenchantment from Matt Groening on there, which is like a Simpsons but set in like fantasy world.
Yeah.
Witcher set in a fantasy world. He's like a monster bounty hunter in the video games. Played by Henry Cavill, which is like fucking a big hitter that they got.
I'm not
this guy.
huge on him, but I do like him.
Dude. Did you see the new Mission Impossible?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Dude, he plays a beast in it.
Well, he is a beast of a man.
He's a good character.
There's a reason he's Superman. Because he looks like he could be Superman.
They have a couple fight scenes in that movie where he just like Tom Cruise has to do all these like kind of like quick tricks and like karate chops. He just grabs a guy and like throws him through a brick wall, and you're like, that's a good martial art.
Nothing tricky about it. I'm going to pick you up, choke slam you.
Because I'm going to smash in this bookcase, and either your back or that bookcase is going to break before I stop. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one. The game, really popular game.
Yeah.
I'd say it's one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
High praise for that. So, of course, why wouldn't I be excited for a TV show on Netflix? And Netflix has a lot of great TV shows.
I could talk a lot about shows that are coming out. Every month they have like 5-6 shows coming out. But one that I am excited about is they have a documentary on Michael Jordan. I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali. Those are my boys. Like I love seeing
Jerry
documentaries
Rice.
on them.
I'll just throw in Jerry because I'm a Niners fan. I don't know if you guys noticed.
I was gonna say, but it's called The Last Dance, and it's all about his career in his last season. And I mean, I'm stoked for that one. And one that I'm probably the most excited for is Netflix is like, you guys don't think we're big business? We're going to spend over $150 million on the movie. And we're going to get Martin Scorsese to do it.
Woo.
Marty Scorsese going to be
Love
doing this
him.
one. We'll be bringing in a nice little Robert De Niro in this one.
It's perfect pairing.
We're going to bring in a little bit of Joe Pesci on this one.
It's perfect again.
Dude, I'm telling you, Goodfellas, Casino, Raging Bull, like these are some.
Yeah.
This movie they're making is called The Irishman, and I'm really excited. I mean, they get a little bit old.
Well, as long as they're not trying to jump fences and have 50 different camera angles.
I'm gonna jump this one.
Then
I'm sure you will.
But Martin Scorsese doesn't focus on action and all that.
If you guys don't know who Martin Scorsese is, he's done
Yeah,
all
it's
your
a
favorite
goddamn mind.
gangster movies.
The
He's done
Departed?
The Departed. He's done all your favorite gangster movies.
Casino,
Definitely check it out.
Gangs in New York. He's done a lot. Really great.
Did he do Gangs in New York? Martin Scorsese?
Did he? He did Daniel Day-Lewis. I may have it confused with
I don't know.
me. I should know. I'm pretty sure.
It does have gangs in it, so maybe.
Right? I assume that's why he did it. I don't think it was anybody else.
I would make a bet with you, but I've already lost a bet and I haven't paid for it yet.
I know. I'm excited.
Woo!
Another one I'm excited for. Sandra Bullock's got a movie coming out there. Bird Box. Looks like it's a horror thriller. Kind of remind me just from the trailer of World War Z.
I was going to say, it's another one of those genres that I'm always excited for. When people try new stuff, if you're trying to make one about a person that's dating in San Francisco, you better have a twist because there's 900 shows.
She's dating a monster. Literal monster. He's got claws.
You want some more wine?
I brought you flowers.
I ate them.
Great thing. It looks like the monsters or monster is something. If you have your eyes closed, if you can't see it, it can't do anything to you.
It's literally like when you're a kid and you cover yourself with a blanket and you feel
Yeah.
safe.
So you see them, they're just running everywhere with blindfolds.
It's crazy. It's almost like A Quiet Place. Where
Yeah.
you can't make a noise. Now
Absolutely,
you can't see.
Maybe that's where they got it.
Probably. Sandra Bullock's in it, post-apocalyptic world kind of show, and I'm excited for that one too. That's really neat. I like that they're getting these big actors to do these.
Absolutely. She's
Netflix.
an award winner. Scorsese, De Niro.
Oh
award
yeah,
winners.
dude, huge.
Thank you.
Irishman, I'm excited for, and Bird Box, a lot of good shows. I think we're good. You feeling good? You want me to hit
I'm
you with what
feeling
we're doing
great.
next week?
Please.
You're gonna have
Let
a
me,
week to prep, so you'll be fine.
I don't need a week. We can do it now if we wanted.
Oh well, maybe we will.
Like, this is a 4-hour long episode. We'll run out the next 4 episodes.
So the one that I want to do next, because he's been a lot in the news, and I've always been a huge goddamn fan of this guy. We're gonna do some Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, motherfucker.
Motherfucker! We do Samuel L. Jackson in
Damn.
honor of his movie coming out, Glass, which is the third installment of the
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
Unbreakable, Split, and now Glass.
Yeah.
With Bruce Willis and James McAvoy.
That's right.
Love all those actors there. I'm
So,
excited now.
In honor of, we're doing Samuel L. Jackson, bro. Better get ready.
Means I gotta go watch Snakes on a Plane again.
Yeah.
I'm not tired of watching that movie.
Oh, really? Jesus.
I'll watch it multiple times.
All right. Well, I'll stick to Pulp Fiction, I guess.
Well, each is their own. You go watch the classics, and I'll stick with a couple of snakes.
All right. Hey, guys, thanks for tuning in to Whiskey Cinema.
Woo.
And we're going to see you next time, motherfucker.
Oh, yes. Please. Please come back.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Goddamn.